Hello everybody, I'm Steve. In the Capri behind me is Evan, and we're going to do a review of Mont Ventoux historic hillclimb. Come along with us and we'll tell you what the hell's wrong with this track and what the hell's right with it.
For starters, there's floating trees.
That was a floating cameraman. I just saw him. Track surface is good. It's not too slippery. It's definitely not too grippy. Oh god. There's no turn indicators. Yeah, but I didn't flip over the rail this time. There are no turn indicators as this is a regular road that people can drive on, so I'm going to add them.
Mainly it's used for biking fags nowadays.
People that ride bicycles are not necessarily homosexual. My friend is just from Connecticut.
This part's a little rough.
These chicanes are definitely a little rough. I would think that that's unrealistic to any standards of road building.
The spectators don't look too happy to see these two beautiful cars on this track.
Because they're crap. Since there are no turn indicators, we're going to be taking some of these turns probably a little bit too fast than we should be. If we flip over the mountain and fall down, which has happened, you can recover. You'd have to go real hard into a wall to fly off the track itself. I'm in the Ferrari GT4, and Evan is in the Ford Capri 3100 RS, both from the Historics mod. Historics 1, not 2. 2 is out, we will be using those.
And your next review will feature 2.
The claimed length on this track is 21 kilometers. The only way to figure that out would be to look at the odometer on the car and then go back after we're done of one lap and then see what it looks like. Oh, we forgot to mention the starting problem. When you load this, there is only one car spawn. So if you decide to come in here with a friend, like I have Evan and Jordan, who's recording this for us, we all spawn on top of each other and then have to move out and some cars come over. It's terrible. So
yes, there's no such thing as starting an actual race.
Yeah, don't come in here with 15 people or try to start with even 5 AI. Oh, spun it. What you get for trying to talk and drive at the same time.
Track surface on this is very nice, very smooth. Oh, those guardrails are not good. Oh my god,
that's good. We just shut it off.
Forgot.
Whether Cheese down there was filming me or Evan, that's what happens if you slide into them too hard. Isn't
barely
exactly
at all, actually.
Proper physics. Now, this bottom half of the track has lots of foliage. It looks good. They're pretty monotonous trees, but once we get to the split in the track, all the trees will disappear and it'll be a barren desert, which is realistic.
It looks like garbage, but that's because it does in real life.
Yes, in real life it does look like garbage. Apparently they were doing some very, very illegal form of foresting on this track. And they removed all the trees from the top of the hill. And that is accurate, I looked it up.
Steven and I took our real versions of these two cars on this track in real life recently, and it looks like this.
I flew out there to meet my third and fifth wife, Menage à trois. Now, I have no idea what's coming up, so I am going very fast and probably going to die. Oh, slow it, slow it, slow it.
Big rumble strips.
Giant death rumble strips. Avoid those.
I couldn't tell you if those are realistic or not. I never noticed.
I saw them in a video. I saw them in a real video. They are that big. Maybe even bigger. There are hairpins coming up. I don't know where. I'm going to start slowing down. Oh, that's not a hairpin.
Seems you slowed down too late.
Fine. Fine. Oh, there's one. Downshift, downshift. This is actually the only hairpin to the left in the entire track. All others are right-hand hairpins. Trees are starting to thin over here.
You get a nice view of the mountains ahead.
Not the greatest mountains I've ever seen. The skybox is a little boring as well.
It's an older track, though. Not much more.
I lied. This isn't really a hairpin, but it is a left-hand sweep. You're open to take point.
Now this is where the hill climb today ends, right about here.
Yeah, well, there are two versions of this track. Right, I think there, I'm not sure. I think there is where it ends at about, what they say, 10 or 12 kilometers. And this should go to 21 through very, very, very fast straight bits of road that have absolutely no indication of what the hell they're doing. There's no trees, there's no guardrails. You're probably gonna die.
Only
like that, like that.
Say,
oh,
yeah.
I gotta hold on. Can I hold on?
Example.
I may not be able to hold on. I've done it. Alright, hold on. I'll climb back up. Thank God they made these old Ferraris with all-wheel drive. That's a lie. They never made them with all-wheel drive.
Yes, just in case you're a retard. Don't listen to anything Steven says. Oh.
Well, I announced my passing. The flash of the headlights is a sign of thank you. Guardrails indicating a turn, that's good. Hard left coming up.
You got a hard right hand
scary bit
that you dying. So I'm gonna take
I think this hill counts as scary if you're going a little bit too fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, going on.
60 was too fast.
As long as you don't go off at 180 miles an hour, you should be fine. If you do end up at the bottom of those hills, you will fall off the ground and reset constantly and never be able to make it back up. So that is a suck point for that.
Now these little poles on the side of the road, they're more dense on the real track. And they're just sporadic on this one.
There are also some trees left on this surface which are not here at all. Oh, there is the finish in sight. The, I don't even know what that is up there. Clock tower?
You're ascending.
You can see some map errors to the right, where the guy just couldn't get the textures out far enough, as far as you can see. We are, of course, taking old cars on this because it's more interesting than taking anything else.
It is a nicely lit map.
Oh, I just got errors in my mirrors. So that's from it not showing any world behind it. This track can be done in real life in F3000 cars, which is ridiculous. Big right-handed hairpin. Yes, I use my e-brake.
This is where it ends.
And we are reading. Now, conclusion of the track. Conclusion of the track. I gotta give this out of 10. Probably a solid 7.5, maybe even an 8. Just because it is an interesting drive.
Exactly.
It's a recommended down. The view isn't so bad. People look kind of stupid, but the track surface, other than those chicanes that have absurd bumpiness, is primo. It's designed well. It matches what is actually out there, and if you have flare goes off, you can race down it. Yes, we could do it, but not in this review. That'll be a completely different suicidal review. So until later, you can get the download link for this track in the info to the right. And see you next time.